Stress, pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Longhorns will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to throw, it's Ebby. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll try to do it himself. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse, like You've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
The Tigers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They've been running it, but down the pass. Finds his man down the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And here's what I like about this play, man. First thing you do is take away the easy stuff. Make him react, get him outside the pocket, and now you got to catch him. You got to have a plan for a mobile QB when he gets out in the pocket. Who's going to pull the trigger, come up, and chase after him? Nice discipline by this defense to get the sack.
Looking downfield, it's Ebby. Snagged out of the air. Knocked off his feet. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these two top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on...
Turning it on! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. Coming out with it, it's Butler. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got the quick pass. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Longhorns want to move quickly.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, they had a fantastic offseason, #1 recruiting class in the country, but with that comes a little pressure. So how much pressure is on this class?
Lots of pressure, no question about it, but I think we're in an era of college football where you're seeing more and more true freshmen see the field early and have impacts early and make plays. Think about Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State during their national championship season. These kids are ready to go, and I'll tell you, there's a lot of fans, David, really excited to see what they can do.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a hit. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, it's picked off. Bringing it back. Stepped out of bounds right at the 17-yard line after the pick.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
They'll run it from the gun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw. It's Ebby. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
You don't see bat downs all the time. A lot of times guys break on the football with defensive backs and they're trying to catch it and make a play. I like he knew where he was. He's in the end zone, not trying to give up points. Does a great job breaking on the football and swatting it to the ground.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught over the middle. It's hooked. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. A design run for the quarterback. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Sneaks into the end zone.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. A top 5 clash and a thoroughly impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes him talk to the hand. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicated.
Going up top. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll move the wide receiver. On third down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Butler. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Longhorns are on the move.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Here's the pressure. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And this offense has gotten off to a good start on third down, but this is a different deal on third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's not afraid to go deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. To the air. It's Ebby. Working that wide receiver screen. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. Big moment in recruiting last week. Four-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a fourth.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive.
Ooh, definitely dodged a bullet there. Listen, the quarterbacks don't run with the football all the time in practice. They're not used to all that contact sometimes. Have a tendency to cough it up a little bit. A bad play because he coughed it up? Could have been worse, though. Good thing he landed on it.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Blasted as he lets it go. Pulls it in. There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Lost a throw on first down. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, first and goal with the one. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Sneak gets it done.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Cook. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Power football with the run. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To the air, it's Ebby. Under fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Davidson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They go to the ground. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a man on the left. What a throw! Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 30-yard line on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
He'll bring it out. It's Cook. He smashes his way through again. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield, it's Ebby. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed over the middle, it's Davidson. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. Fires to the middle. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Excellent job on the DB, breaking on the football, getting there and making sure he gets a hand on it and deflects. Listen, it's not about catching it. It's not about getting the interception. It's making sure he doesn't catch it and deflecting that thing where he can't get it.
Quick completion on the out route. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Needing a conversion, Auburn comes to the line on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Going for the big play. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. He intended...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn!
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Clark. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's McCutcheon. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got his man to the left. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
Wants to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone.
Motherfucker,
Picked off. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. Our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Clark. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around, they're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
It's a big. It's so big, thanks.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage in games like this right here.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Jeez. They could throw the ball
And
right
no
to
chance
me.
at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side. Steps out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 31, and that is the way to get yourself a little daylight. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Tight end now in motion. On fourth down, looking for the completion. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Texas!
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. The QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. Touchdown, Longhorns! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Grabbed in the middle. It's House. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Back to pass, it's Ebby. He lofts it high, Flying deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only. On the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Completes it in the middle. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Now the play fake. He'll take a shot. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Texas! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that grace, and the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
Looking for blockers. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
A strike downfield. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The corners are walked up tight. On the move. The ball's free. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after getting knocked out.
Running backs on either side of the quarterback. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Rides the back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
28.
And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Dropping back, it's Abby. Makes the grab over the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the wideout. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Davis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
He's moving out of the pocket. Got it behind the line. It's Davis. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Longhorns lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Wide receiver going in motion. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Turning it on. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Texas! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. And they can't make the connection.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to the big tight end. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Trying to take it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
He'll bring it out. It's Cook. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Ebby. Lofts one deep down the right side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Finds a seam. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Duke had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans outside Krzyzewskiville are ready for hoops.
And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big moment.
Touchdown, Tigers! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Might be looking to run. All kinds of time before he fires right. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
He's not done, man. This QB is on a heater. He's already thrown 5 touchdown passes. And here we are late in the game, and he's still taking shots. When you're in a rhythm like that, you feel like any...
Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense picks it up.
Man, you go from position strength. I get to salt this clock away. I get to run this out. I'm going to win to... Man, now I got to put my defense back on the field, and anything can happen, right, in football, and you can catch breaks, and so now you got to go out and earn it. You had this thing under wraps.
Dropping back, it's Ebby. Unloads to the wideout.
Well,
It's complete.
that's a fucking glitch, man. He fucking clicks on him and stops running.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He'll keep it himself. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Every time he fucking strips, it's a bump.
Now on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays.
That's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
They'll move the tight end. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off play action on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. Throwing on the run. Makes the grab on the right. Off and running. The tag. Touchdown, Texas. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Abbey. Throwing right. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from. You try to grow.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Well, oh my
fucking God. Hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty.
Fucking bullshit. Hey, 5 of these dogs.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the running back made the catch along the sidelines, but he drifted out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They'll try to pop the draw. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right.